I am going to go for something more summery, you know. I'm going to go in with my sleek makeup palette in Vintage Romance, which is 141. This is how it looks like, and these are the shades that we have on them. This is actually my favorite palette that I've ever used. I'm going to go ahead with the blending brush, and I'm going to go in with the brown shade just to use it as my transition color. So I'm just going to go over now, just to kind of, I can actually see the color just popping out from a single application. It's literally so great. Sleek have the most amazing eyeshadows, you guys. If you want to invest your money into something that is not really that expensive though, just go for the Sleek eyeshadow palettes, and they're very easy to get your hands on. They are at most pharmacies, and wow guys, this is popping. You know when the first eyeshadow color that you use pops and you get all excited, like wow. Can you see that? This is, and the great thing about, well, the most important thing about makeup, I always emphasize my point on this one, is to blend. Keep blending it out, you know. Keep blending it out. This is so pretty. This is really beautiful. And then the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to cut my crease. Oh, I know. Actually, the next step that I'm going to do before I cut my crease, I'm going to go in with my Inglot eyeshadow. Inglot has a lot of eyeshadow shades, so it's very hard to pick on, and I just went for this one because I wanted something more peach, something more red at the same time, something you can build up. So I'm just going to use it on the outer corner of my eye and just kind of blend it in nice and easy. I should have actually used a different brush just in case I need to go in again with this brush, but yeah. Your girl. I'm gonna go in on it like that. You don't need to be using a lot of product when you're doing your eyes. As long as you're building it up nicely, you will get the shade that you want. But just type in P. Louise and then you will see it. They've got different shades, so you can get any shade that you want that is really suitable for your skin color. And I'm going in with it that small. Alright, I'm not gonna go in with it a lot because a little goes a long way with this one. And I'm just going to cut my crease, close my eye, so it shows me exactly where I need to cut my crease. That's another little trick. Look at that. You need to be very careful with this step. I like to take my time with it because great. One mistake and you're doomed. Like, that is how crazy it is. And with the cut crease, you could literally be doing this for like 2 full hours just to get the perfect cut crease. So I'm gonna go in on this eye. So if you don't know where to cut your crease perfectly, just close your eye and then up, and then you're gonna see where the product is gonna be moved up, and that is where you cut your crease. So, but you also need to be extremely careful. I'm gonna add more product, just a little drop, and go over the other eye, just so we have enough product on it. And don't worry if you mess everything up. Practice, practice, practice. You're never going to get it right the first time. The first time I did my cut crease, I stuffed it up big time. So don't be too hard on yourself. See that? That looks beautiful. And then the next brush that I'm going to use is this one that I got from Primark. It's gone off, you guys, but this is the best eyeshadow applicator. And then I'm going to go in with the Inglot eyeshadow shade in 430. This is how it looks like. It's the gold. It's similar to the one that I've used. And I'm going to use, this is also a flat brush from Primark. I'm just going to take that product, dip it in like that. Inglot eyeshadows are really, really pigmented. Like this, so great. And I'm just going to dab that product on. And just dab that eyeshadow. This is the gold eyeshadow. It looks so beautiful. I live for gold eyeshadows. Like, I live for gold eyeshadows. I just find them so beautiful. Look at that, look at that. And then I'm going to go in again with that same brush, and I'm going to blend out this transition color and the gold one, just so everything is nice and blended out. See that? Just to make sure everything is blended out. The two colors gotta be talking to each other. Alright? So I'm just gonna go in on that. A little bit of it there. Step that I'm going to do is to go on with the eyeliner. Let's create a wing liner. My biggest fear. Anyway, so I'm going to use the Wet n Wild megaliner. This is how it looks like, and I like this one because it's very tiny at the end, so you'll most likely not to make mistakes, or just tiny little one, but it's not going to be that much visible. So I'm just going to dip it in. I need to get more. And with the eyeliner, I'm going to start off on the inside. And I just line it like that. Try not to blink, because if you do, we're in trouble. And then fill it in all the way to the lash line. See that? You fill it in all the way to the lash line, just so there's no eyeshadow product that is actually showing up. And then I'm going to take, which way? And then I'm going to take this and line it up, and I fill it in that way. You gotta make sure that your hand is nice and stable, and try not to use a lot of product, because if you make any mistake, if you don't have any product, well, not any product, if you don't have a lot of product on the brush, it's very easy for you to fix, whereas if you have a lot, then yeah. So that is my wing liner done, as you can see. And then I'm going to go ahead with my eyelashes that I got. These are the Charlotte Miracle Makeover eyelashes by Charlotte. You guys may recognize her from Jodie Shaw. She has her own makeup line, which I am obsessed with. This is how the packaging looks like. And I am going to go ahead and get my lashes off there. And I'm going to use my Duo eyelash glue. This is the dark tone one. I find this one very, very easy to stick on than the other one. The other blue one is, it's not as strong and it's not as buildable as this one. You can get this one from any pharmacy really. I think they go for like less than 10 bucks. So yeah. And then I'm just going to hold it up with my tweezer and make sure I get the glue a little bit dry. Now, the secret to applying your eyelashes, you're gonna place it starting in the middle, right? And then you're gonna drag it over to the end, and then you're gonna drag it inside. So I'm gonna move closer to the camera for this one. So I've got my glue, I've got my tweezer. Some people like using their hands, whatever works for you. And you're going to look down. Try not to put mascara before you do this step, because the mascara is going to actually be wet and it's not going to help you stick your eyelashes properly. So we're gonna stick it firstly in the middle, like that. And you're gonna stick it right on top of your eyelashes, not on your eyelashes. And then we're gonna drag the end and stick it in the end, and then we're gonna drag the front and stick it on like that. So the first step, you place it in the middle, you pull it over to the end, and then you pull it over to the front. That way I find it's very easy for you to get them right. And then just pull them in just to make sure that you know you have placed them properly. And that is how you apply your false lashes, and then you can use your mascara. And then the next step, I'm going to go in with my foundation. I am using the MAC Studio Fix in shade NC46, and it is a little bit lighter, so I've added a drop of the Catrice darkening drops. This is how it looks like. They have the lightening ones and the darkening ones, so you get your foundation shade correct. I like just putting in a little bit of it and then building it up as I go on. And then I'm going to use my Real Technique brush. This is the stippling brush, and I'm going to spray it with my fixing my setting spray rather. This is the Rimmel London setting spray. So then I'm just going to blend that out. The one thing that I love about the MAC foundation is that it always blends out with your skin. Like, it is full coverage, it feels light on your skin, and when you blend it out, it communicates with you. Do you know what I mean? So we're going to be blending that out. The one thing I forgot to do, which I don't advise you to do, of course I forgot to do it, but I normally do it, I forgot to put on my primer. But I thank God because I put on my moisturizer. So I'm going to use the Fix and Matte Prep and Prime setting spray by MAC. Yeah, and then I'm just going to go in with the foundation. And I'm going to use my beauty blender, which I sprayed with the setting spray. I'm just going to use that to blend out the foundation perfectly. I always use the brush and then I use the beauty blender, because the beauty blender, I find it is very helpful when it comes to blending out your foundation, which is really great. So it just depends on what you like to use, really. Do I need more foundation? Maybe just a little bit on my nose. Maybe just a little bit on my nose. I feel bad for forgetting to prime my skin, because you know when you forget that one important step and you're just like, wow. So I need more product over there, and I need more. I need more product over there. You can tell where you need your product, and the MAC foundation is very buildable, so don't be afraid to build it up. As long as you blend it out perfectly, it will agree to your skin tone. See that? Now we're talking. And this beauty blender that I'm using, I've got it in H&M. H&M has the softest beauty blenders ever. I've been using this one for a very long time, and it washes off very well. And they actually came in a set of 3, so you know, you're paying for what you're getting, really. And they're very soft. I promise you, if I'm not using these ones, I'm using the Real Technique beauty blenders, which I find that they're very good as well. Now my skin looks, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Sometimes I don't even use the brush at all, because I feel like, what's the use, because I'm still gonna use the beauty blender, you know. And of course we're just gonna go in on our neck. Make sure everything is amazing. Great stuff. Now we're talking, guys. Now we are talking. And then I'm going to use my L'Oreal True Match concealer in the shade Golden Honey. I haven't used this in a long time. Okay, L'Oreal. Okay. I see you. Look at how much product there is. Like, I haven't dipped it back in. I see you. I see you. Oh, this is amazing. Wow. Yeah. And then we're gonna go in again with that beauty blender and blend it out perfectly. Like, guys, this concept. Wow. Is it allowed for a concealer to be this amazing? Like, is it allowed? Wow. It is so easy to blend out. It is so soft. Wow. Wow. You can have my money, L'Oreal. You can have it all. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I mean, this is the moment I wish I was going for a date, you know? But anyway. But you know how it is with girls. I'm not going to sleep until enough people have seen my makeup. I shall not sleep until enough people have seen my makeup. Come through, come through, come through, L'Oreal. And then we're going to go in with my Black Opal setting spray. The Invisible in shade number 2. You guys already know the fix, right? And I'm going to set everywhere that I've highlighted. Like, yo, L'Oreal. Hey. Wow. Wow. And you guys won't believe how long I've had this concealer for about a year. And I think I've used it once. And then I just got stuck with the MAC and the Maybelline one. But now we're back. We're back. And then you set it up. Set your face. Some people like baking. I don't like baking. I feel like I need to blend it out right there. Like, get it into my skin. There's no time for baking. And then the next thing I'm going to do is contour my skin. My face, rather. I am using the L'Oreal infallible foundation stick. This is an espresso 240. Yeah, I think I will actually I think I'll film a video just using the L'Oreal products, because they're not here to play. No, they didn't come here to play. And I'm just gonna blend it out with my Real Technique stippling brush. Yes, yes, honey. Yeah. Huh. Blend it out real good, girl. Blend it out live. Wow. And then I'm gonna use the same brush to blend out my nose. This is too big. I'm going to go in with the Real Technique shading brush. I sometimes use it to blend out my contour on my nose. Going in again with my setting powder, and I'm just going to define my contour. Then we're moving on to my under eyes. I'm going to use the L'Oreal. Hey, today's the L'Oreal day. The L'Oreal color the eyeliner, guys. It's rubbed off. It's in 101 Midnight Black, and I'm just going to go in under my eyes. Careful with the eye, and don't blink. Did I just do that? Did I just do that? Anyway, to go in with my Inglot shade, my Inglot eyeshadow that I used earlier, the 281, and I'm going to go in with that same brush that I used, and I'm just going to under my eyes. Right, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Done. And then I'm going to work here. Then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my MAC Studio Fix powder. Guys, it's broken. This is in shade NC55, and I am just going to go all over my face with it. I know I've used a lot of product, but the beauty of it is just blending it all out. See how beautiful that worked? I always tap my powder onto my face. I hardly drag it all over, because I find it when you tap it, you have full control of the product and the brush and everything that you're doing. So, and then the next thing I'm going to do is to line my lips. This is the Wet n Wild lip liner in Ruler. And then I am going to use the MAC kind of sexy lipstick. This is how it looks like. Then I am going to use the same Inglot eyeshadow in 430, and I am just going to highlight my inner eye. I'm just using an angled brush, and I'm just going to highlight my inner eye. Don't do too much. A little goes a long way. And then the next and not so final step, I'm going to use my fan brush. This one I got it from Caviar, I think it's Caviar Cosmetics. And I'm going to use my Revolution, sorry guys, it's from Revolution. I'm just going to dip that and highlight. Wow, oh my god, I've been using this highlighter for about 2 years and it's still there, it's still here. Don't be afraid to use your fingers as well, just so you don't have a lot of product, but also it's nice and blended in. And I'm just going to go over my lip. I usually do that step before I apply my lipstick, but today's just, it's a Friday. We're breaking the rules. And then the last and final step, I'm going to go in with my Prep and Prime by MAC. This is the Fix and Matte, and I'm going to wow, you can never get enough of the setting spray. Wow. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment and like my videos, and let me know what you want to see next. Hit the notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any videos that I post in future, and I will see you next time. Please do send me pictures as well if you've tried this look, and I'd like to see how yours turns out. And I hope you guys liked it. Bye bye.